I think there are all sorts of objections that people can make to the Christian faith. I think some of them can be culturally defined, so you find that in some parts of the world people ask certain questions that would be different to other parts of the world. But then there are other questions that are universal, so probably the biggest objection is the question of suffering. Obviously because it's a universal problem, so any culture you go to, people will ask that kind of question. If there is a God of love who is all-powerful, how come there is suffering? Wouldn't he be able to stop it? Wouldn't he want to stop it? So I think anywhere that is a big issue. I think in Western Europe, not so much in Eastern Europe, but increasingly so, the issue of sexuality, questions like homosexuality, what does the Bible say about it, issues increasingly about gender are becoming more common objections because of the way culture is going in Western Europe. But as I say, that's not an objection that's universal in some parts of the world. That wouldn't really be raised at all. And in my work across Europe, I find it's a particular objection in some parts of Europe, but not in others. And then I think there are questions that come up as people start to understand something of the Christian faith. So they wouldn't be the first question people would ask, but questions particularly about hell. You know, if there's a God of love, how could there be such a place of hell? Where does that fit in to the Christian story? So I guess those three questions in my encounters across Europe are often the ones that come up. Questions about suffering, sexuality, and then questions about hell. And incidentally, often they're the ones that we can fear being asked as well, because we think, how can I answer these questions and do it in a way that is warm and in a way that kind of maintains a friendship as well. So I think those are the big questions. I think there are answers to those questions, but they're the ones that come up, in my experience, most.